Hi, sweeties. How are you doing? Welcome to Naya Sim. And thank you all so much for all the love and support. Hope you all are doing great. Today, we'll be talking something very important, and it's about this video that I saw. And I really do not know how one person, like somebody who do not like a particular person, decided to say because of Diane Abbott, for that reason, I do not like every black woman, right? And I am not a huge fan of politics. I talk politics, but I am really not a fan because it's really a very dirty game. But what this young man or what this old man is saying, or whatever, whoever is saying it, is a race hate. And there is need to come to the black areas and explain. There is need for explanation to this. Probably because you don't get along with somebody or you do not like somebody's way of doing things and all that, for that reason, you decided to generalize a whole race, a whole group of women, saying you do not like them. Moreover, nobody's actually asking you to, like somebody. It is not a must to like somebody, but it is kind of weird that because of one person that you should have singled out, you decided to bring every group of person together. And the fact that these people say some certain things openly, like, sometimes I am asking who really knows what they say behind closed doors, because this is really wild.
The Conservative Party's biggest donor told colleagues that looking at Diane Abbott makes you want to hate all black women, and said that the MP should be shot.
Unbelievable.
This is allegedly Frank Hester, who has given £10 million to the Tories in the past year, making him the party's biggest donor. He said in the meeting he did not hate all black women, but seeing Abbott, Diane Abbott, who's Britain's longest-serving black MP, on TV, meant you just want to hate all black women because she's there.
No, that's racist, right? Let's not beat around the bush. Yeah. That is racist. Now, why he gets public contracts, I do not understand.
He should make the point. He's had £400 million contracts from the NHS.
That's it. It should be over for him.
He's got some form of IT company.
If the Tory party wants to continue taking his dirty money, it can do it and face the consequences. But that is racist. She, as you say, suffers more abuse than any other MP. She's 70. She lives in fear when she walks around the streets that somebody is whipped up by people like him is going to have a go at her. People are arrested for going after her.
Told colleagues that looking at Diane Abbott makes you want to hate all black women.
More of that uncomfortable truth shit y'all love so damn much. And there's a reason I stitched this part of that video. America has perfected its racism. They have spread their virulent version of racism around the world. But don't think they didn't learn it from somebody. Hi, Great Britain. I'm looking dead at you. Hi, how you doing? That's right. That's absolutely the fuck right. I said what I said and I ain't taking it the fuck back. Where the fuck do you think they learned it from? Now, I get it. A lot of people would like to believe, especially the British monarchy, to be these, well-versed, upper crust, classy people. Come on. Come on. It's funny how many people, including Donald Trump, call places in Africa shithole countries, because a little over 150, maybe 200 years ago, they wasn't saying that when they was exploiting the dog shit out that bitch. Now, were they? Oh, act like I'm the only one that notices that. I know Belgians don't say a whole lot. I noticed that. Probably because Leopold has statues around in that bitch. Ask the Democratic Republic of Congo about King Leopold. But we're not talking about them right now. We're talking about the granddaddy of them all. There was a time that they said that the sun will never set on the British Empire. So you don't think that the Brits not only cultivated racism, but practiced it didn't practice it all over the world? Of course they fucking did. Of course they did. And thanks to having this, you know, fascist wave of leaders, Viktor Orban, I would even say Boris Johnson to a certain extent, Donald Trump, Bolsonaro in Brazil. Thanks to these motherfuckers, we now have to deal with this shit again because stupid has come out of their fucking woodwork. And I don't give a fuck if they have a British accent or not. They're still racist. So see, America, what America did was they took that British racism, brought it to the Americas, and then perfected it. And then when they were a world power, or even before that, they just started to spread it all over the goddamn place. But that doesn't mean the Brits get off easy. No. Yes, the Brits did end slavery long before America did. It matters for not. It genuinely matters for not. Because the mindset's still there. Oh, it's been cloaked in some other shit. Boris Johnson calling women that wear burqas mailboxes. Motherfucker, you can't even pick out a good hairstyle. You have all of the gall and 3 or 4 copies of the Audacity Gauntlet with all Audacity stones. You don't think that, seriously, you don't think this? The current conflict in the Middle East. Do you know why it's like this? Do you? Because the Brits wanted it that way. You know, American interests and British interests sound about the same. And they're willing to do the exact same level of bullshit. You know, MI5 or MI6, whatever their intelligence community in the CIA, they have been responsible for putting their fucking fingers in some places and fucking up some shit. And then you have this mega donor to the Tories saying this shit out loud. No, you don't. Seeing Diane Abbott does not make you want to hate all black women. Being a rich white man makes you want to hate all black women. I mean, can you be honest? Can you? And this is one of the things that my brother Outcast talks about all the goddamn time. It's one of the things he fights. It's absolute truth. This mythical idea that, well, you know, the Brits are more enlightened than our little brother or little cousin across the pond. No, they're not. No, the fuck they're not. Because white supremacy goes all over the goddamn world. The problem now is the descendants of the masters of that fucking white supremacy, now they also want to be victims of the same racism that their forefathers spread out across the globe. There's a lot of hands involved in what's going on in the Middle East. A lot of hands. Not just America's. Not just. And the simple matter of it is, you had a group of people you didn't listen to in the first place. And then an atrocity happened to them. So to make up for it, aka we're guilty, you put them someplace and you don't even take into consideration the people that are already there. Why? Because you don't give a fuck about them. You don't. You only want to hear from them when there's oil involved. That's why y'all kiss Saudi Arabia's ass. But the average Arab on the street, y'all don't give a fuck about them. You don't. You think all of them are terrorists, especially after 9/11 and 7/7. Just be honest. But no, this racism that the Brits practice is only the more elegant version of the shit the Americans practice over here. They don't get off scot fucking free. I'm sorry, they don't. I mean, look at what they fucking said about the Irish. I mean, think about that. Now, I understand Gandhi's a racist piece of shit his goddamn self, but Winston Churchill wasn't really very happy about them. Now, were they? Again, You can see roots of all of this shit in all these large Western colonial powered fucking governments. And it matters who sits in 10 Downing Street. It matters for not. Racism will bubble the fuck up. When they were talking about Brexit, which, by the way, Brexit was basically, we don't want no more immigrants in here. I know what y'all tried to pass it off for, but fucking be honest. When Brexit was going on, John Oliver, a Brit, did that fucking expose on it. And it was this white woman who was just like, I have no problem with Muslims. I do have a problem with black people. Duh, of course you fucking do. Of course you do. So I don't ever want to hear a colonial Western power of any kind talk about the strides that they made. Because if there were strides, there would be less of this, not more. America's fucking nasty, dirty history, we don't even want to talk about it. Even though German kids are learning about the Holocaust in fucking second and third grade. Not America. And I'm pretty sure British students don't learn a whole lot about Britain's fucking level of fucking racism either. Wouldn't want the little white kids to feel bad. What is the British version of CRT? So I want you to go back and watch that whole video, please. I'm begging you to. But please understand, when we talk about racism, when we talk about white supremacy, it's not just an American thing. It is a worldwide problem. Worldwide. I would even go so far as to say that there are countries who value lighter skin than darker skin. So, cheerio with that fucking shit.
So this is all I got from this video, and the fact that probably one person annoyed you, or you do not like a particular person, and then you decided to generalize, like, you know, all the race, like bring them all together to tell us that you do not like the whole gender based on race. That is beyond racist, right? I don't know what anybody, but I am going to say that you all already know that Diane Abbott is a real soldier, right? She has really done great. She is a national treasure, if you ask me, right? And she is the first black female, if I'm not mistaken. And if you do not, you might actually not agree with me or agree with her kind of politics, but she is a very brave human being, you know, and she has breaking through so many things, and so far, like, you can say she is not your favorite person and all that, but then coming to tell us that because of her, I mean, like, you do not like a whole race or the women, or, like, you know, it's kind of silly, you know. But this really shows you how racism has really eaten deep into some people, that are, when they probably do not like a particular person, they extend that to every other person around them and all that. And she is Diane Abbott is a gold, a champion for disadvantaged who's fought against discrimination for all her life. And somebody is out there trying to, like, you know, tell us some certain things. They keep telling us there is no longer racism, you know, that it's all over, get over it, or when you stop talking about it, and it is going to go away. I see how all these are going away, because if this is not pure racism, I do not know what you want to call it. I don't know what you think this is, but it is what it is. That is them. That is what they do. That is how they are. How they are. I don't know. They're bred and all that. But they keep claiming, like Brits, they keep claiming that there is no racism over there and all that. But I think American racism is a learning, like it's on a baby level. to what these people can do and to the level that they can go to do something and all that. But then I am going to say, welcome to UK, welcome to United Kingdom. This is the kind of thing you see some people come out on national television and speak. They are saying it and not mixing words. They just said it openly and all that. And look at how much protection he enjoyed. Like, you know, that shows you the kind of, I mean, their mindset and how they think about you or how they feel about people that look like me. I don't think this is new or something that we haven't seen and all that. But the audacity of her coming out on national television or speaking on this is really very wild and kind of crazy, you know? Man. There are some discussions, if something like this could make it to television, right? What we like, you know, I really don't want to hear what they say behind closed doors, because man, that is some weird kind of thing, and it's going to, like, you know, make some people's hearts go crazy, you know. I really do not know a whole lot about, I know some certain things about her, but trust me, politics ain't my thing. You know, I just talk about it, but then there are some things when it comes to it, and I just dodge, you know. We can agree to disagree, or you might not like me, you will might, but there are some things I will never say or I will never do and all that. But there's some people carry some certain things on their head, and you know, some are extremists. Let me say that. Some are extremists. And the fact that people are not even talking about this, I mean, the racism is kind of weird and really crazy. So I am sure Black people already know this, you know, because the obsession and all that, because probably you do not like one person and then you decide to generalize. People really got to be very careful, because there are some things people will say, you think they are joking. They aren't joking. They meant every word, like anything that comes out in their mouth. That's all I got to say. Let me know what you all think in the comment section. I'll see you all in my next video. Bye for now.